So I'm very excited about the next 10 years. We are now in a position where we actually own the human genome, where we have actually mapped a lot of these common differences, where even in cancer we have mapped a lot of the genetic differences that actually lead to cancer in many of these cells, and where we actually have a basic understanding of these circuits in more than 100 different human cell types. We are now in a position to deliver on the promise of the Human Genome Project for disease, because we not only have the genome, we actually have the circuitry of that genome. We actually have the mapping of that circuitry in more than 100 different cell types, so we can actually finally start connecting the genetic findings that are invaluable that happened over the last 10 years with all of the regulatory circuitry, put the two together, and actually make very precise predictions about how to intervene at the cellular level for each of those disorders. So, in fact, you know what? I'm going to connect it to Obama's initiative. President Obama announced this precision medicine initiative in his State of the Union address last year, and this new war on cancer in his State of the Union address this year. These sound like moonshots, these sound like very far-fetched projects, but we are now finally in a position to deliver on that promise, to deliver on the promise of the human genome for understanding human disease. We now have the circuits, we now have these circuits mapped in more than 100 different cell types, we now have the genetic underpinnings of dozens of different disorders. By putting all these components together and by partnering between academia, the government, and industry, specifically pharma, where we can actually now finally enable personalized medicine by understanding the root causes of these disorders.